Hello Superset Maniacs and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna give you guys my top 10 Mr. Olympia 2021 predictions. And looking at the competitor list, you have like more than 10 people who certainly hope for a top 6 finish this year, and let's say that the first 4 spots are reserved. I really believe there are 4 guys in this lineup that most certainly are gonna be your Mr. Olympia 2021 top 4. I'm talking about Ramy, Brandon, Hadi and Nick Walker. You are gonna see in a few minutes in what order I believe they are going to finish, but until then, let's go through 10th to 5th places, which is even more difficult to predict than the order of the top 4. In 10th place I'm having Justin Rodriguez. I believe he's got a great year. He's won the Indy Pro, he finished 2nd after Nick Walker in New York and also got a 4th place finish at the Arnold. Last year at the Olympia he finished 10th as well, but this year we have a more stacked lineup, so he's not going up. In 9th I'm having Nathan Asha. And this one is tricky. I do believe he can do better than that, but I found it hard to place him above some of these other guys we're gonna talk about later in this video. He's won 2 back-to-back shows this year, the Euro Pro and the Arnold Classic UK, but in my prediction he is only 9th. In 8th place I'm having Akim Williams, probably the biggest disappointment in 2021. Aside from maybe Rolly Winkler. Akim started his season good, winning the Puerto Rico Pro, but he really disappointed at the Arnold, where most people had him even winning the show and he only placed 5th. In 7th I'm having Hunter Labrada. He finished 8th last year, and even though he seems to have improved a lot in 2021, he's only going up 1 spot at the Olympia this year, as this lineup seems to be much more competitive than last year. In 6th place I'm going to place William Bonac. I had him winning the Arnold Classic this year, but after seeing the Arnold, where he was absent of course, but seeing how some of these newer guys are improving, I do believe we're gonna witness a new generation taking over bodybuilding this year. And that brings me to number 5, Ian Valliere. Not the biggest fan favorite, of course, but he's proving his haters wrong every time he steps on a bodybuilding stage. He has won the Tampa Pro and the Texas Pro this year, and also placed 2nd at his first Arnold Classic show, which is more than impressive in my opinion. I know that having him in 5th, especially above a veteran like Bonac, is a bold prediction, but I'm going with my gut feeling with this one as well. My 4th place finisher, probably the biggest shock of this list, is Brandon Curry, who only 2 years ago was winning the Mr. Olympia. For me, Brandon has 2 really major issues that are gonna be too much against the top 3 this year: his legs and his conditioning. And since I believe he can be 100% peeled, I also do believe that the drier he gets, the smaller his legs will become. I mean, he really needs that fullness on his legs, and coming in peeled is gonna affect him a lot. So unless he pulls a magic trick from his head at the Olympia, I can't see him placing more than 4th this year. In 3rd place I'm having Nick Walker, your 2021 New York Pro and Arnold Classic champion. I do believe he's gonna do battle with Big Ramy and Hadi Choopan for the title this year. Nobody can deny this guy anymore, but your top 2 this year is gonna be Big Ramy and Hadi Choopan in my opinion. In 2nd place I'm having Hadi Choopan. This is probably the year when Hadi is gonna finally be acknowledged by everyone as the 2nd best bodybuilder in the world. I do believe he should have placed 2nd or in the top 2 both in 2019 and 2020. He could very well be winning the 2021 Olympia. However, there is one guy that I believe is gonna be too much for anyone to handle in bodybuilding in 2021. Your current Mr. Olympia Big Ramy is gonna retain his title in 2021. I do believe we're gonna see his best shape ever this year. He won his first Olympia title in 2020, looking the best in his career, and I believe he's gonna surpass that in 2021. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below your top 10 lists, and let's compare your list to mine. I know I also left at least a couple of strong names out of the top 10, and I also stated that a newer generation is gonna surpass the older one, as I see Ian finishing above Bonac and Nick above Brandon. Also, don't forget to like this video if you wanna support this channel, and regardless if you agree with my list or not. After all, this is just my prediction, which probably is not gonna turn out 100% true. This is a very unpredictable list. Also subscribe to the channel, and as always, thank you guys and see you next time.